So let's follow the standard method. Is it one of the easy ones? Is it like x to the n, or 1 over x, or cos x, or sin x, or e to the x? Easy to think that it's sin x, but it's not, it's sine squared x, doesn't count. Is it on the formula sheet? No. Is it something divided by something else? No. So it's not a log question. Could we use parts or substitution? Well, if we can use parts, we kind of just want, well, it's not likely to be parts because it's just trig, and generally it isn't. And there's not something we just want to get rid of. Is it substitution? Well, it could be, because that is the same as the integral of sine x squared dx. Except, if you're going to make a substitution and there's basically nothing left afterwards, it's probably not a substitution. I don't know whether you see what I mean. If I was to substitute that, there's just nothing left. It's not going to be a substitution. Or at least it's not likely. Ah, right. So we must have to do something first to sort of tidy it up, to simplify it. So which of these simplify things are me? Well, it's pretty obviously going to be trig. So what trig could we use? Now this is very awkward to spot. If you don't know it, you kind of just need to learn to spot this. We're going to use the identity cos 2x equals cos squared x minus sine squared x. I'm deliberately doing the not easiest version. Right, so this is the standard version we learn. You might be able to jump straight to what I'm about to get to here, but I'm going to do some working. I'm sort of pretending I've forgotten, which in fact I have, because I don't bother remembering stuff like this. Cos squared can be replaced by 1 minus sine squared, which means that cos 2x equals 1 minus 2 sine squared x. I'm going to just flip-flop that around, so I get 2 sine squared x equals 1 minus cos 2x. And then I'm just going to save a bit of paper here, divide by 2. I now know what sine squared x is. A lot of people learn that one. That's the sine squared, by the way. A lot of people learn that one so they can just use it without having to do that extra bit of working. And generally that's considered to be okay in exam if you're thinking about exams. Okay, so that becomes the integral. I'm going to stick the half outside. 1 minus cos 2x dx. Which is the integral of a half dx minus a half the integral of cos 2x dx. Reason being, you can always, if it's just added together, it's just like differentiation, you can do each one separately. So the first one just becomes a half x. We'll just leave the plus c at the end, we only need to add 1c. And then this other bit, you could use the substitution. You could put u equals 2x. I'm going to skip that on this occasion and just dive straight into the answer, because I'm going to spot that it must be 1/4. Right, so sine differentiates to cos, so I don't need to change the sign. So it's sine 2x. And let's just move the plus c across, just for neatness. There we go.